Man, that was a creepy cave. I don't know what was up with that. I don't actually remember what happened in there. I don't know. Must have hit my head or something. Ugh, shake it off. Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from another ZAWA episode for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. We are back here at Cerro Gordo Zoo, down here at the train track actually right now. For some reason, I don't remember what happened last week. Did I make an episode? I can't remember. I can't remember. Was that cave always there? It looks like it's kind of decrepit. I don't really feel like going in there. Yeah, I don't really remember. Anyway, I'm here to do some more stuff. I think owls, right? We left off at owls. You guys killed it in the naming section with naming owls. So I'm going to just jump right to it though, because we got a lot to do today. So let's get to it. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the support you give with adding these names to these animals here. It really does make my life a lot easier. I added a few chests because I had a little abundance of stone. I thought that for sure by making the panther head I would actually get rid of a lot of the stone. No, it turns out we just have a bunch of it. Alright, we gotta get to naming an owl or two, and I say or two because you guys killed it in the naming section again, or in the comments in the last video where we made the owl exhibit, and I ended up deciding to put at least two in here. Now we have one honorable mention name that I want to point out first, and that is Hoot Hoot. Okay, you guys, there's 4 of you that that suggested Hoot Hoot after the Pokemon. Personally, I would have gone with Noctowl, but you guys went with Hoot Hoot. And that's Sloth Buddy, Giga Tegu, Glenda De Vera, and Jorn Connings. Thank you guys for suggesting that. However, if it was just a popularity contest, I would absolutely have gone with that. But there were 2 names that stuck out that just hit me right in the feels, right in the soul, and it was just a great name for some owls, and I had to go with them. And the first one, I want to give a big shout out to Sidrus. He suggested that I name this one Professor, if I could spell, I'm not a professor, Professor Thaddeus. And that is after the owl from the Critical Role series, and apparently it's a grumpy owl in there, and so bam, there we go, Professor Thaddeus. And then I got to give a big shout out to Ryder Branscombe for suggesting the owl from my personal favorite game of all time, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And that is the owl that gives you a bunch of wisdom throughout the game and guides you along. And the owl's name is never really said in the game. However, for those of you in the know, you know that the owl's name is Kepora Gebora. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Kepora Gebora. That's the owl's name from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So we're going to go with that. Thank you, Ryder, for suggesting that. Somebody drops a name from my favorite game of all time, and like I'm gonna pass that up. I can't pass that one up. That's insane. All right, so here we are at the owl exhibit that we made. It feels like it was about 2 weeks ago now, but I just cannot remember I just cannot remember last week's episode. I don't know if maybe I was like in a daze or something. I don't know. You guys probably saw it if I made one. I don't really know what happened. Okay, but let's bust in here. Now, I don't really think the owls are gonna be flying away too fast, but ooh, getting in here might be... Here, let's knock that out so I can at least hop out of here. Alright, so let's get in here. We'll go in back here and we'll add them in the back here. Now, is there any place where these owls are going to die? Like, hopefully they don't, like, fly up and suffocate right into the block above them. Because that would really be on... Maybe I should put them down here just in case. Alright, so let's put down Professor Thaddeus. We'll put him down right there. Bam. Enjoy your stay, Professor Thaddeus. You are a female. Now, I don't really know if that's the case in the show, but whatever. That's the case it is here. Alright, and then Kepora can go right... Bam, there. Kepora is a male. Look at that, offering Link all that helpful advice. Okay, now we just gotta get on out of here. Bink, and plug that up, and there they are. We got our owls put in place. Thank you once again to everybody who offered up some name suggestions. It makes my life a lot easier, and if I didn't select your name, keep on trying. There's still more animals to be named, like the one that we're going to be building a pen for today. So I know what you're thinking. I know what you're wondering. So which animal are we actually going to be building an exhibit for today, huh? Which one is it? Well, Susan. If there is a Susan watching. We are going to be building something right behind me along that little mountainside there. Something I mentioned in the episode or 2 ago, and I think it's probably about time we get to building it. I want to build it right there, right in that little, like, kind of cove area, and that is a beaver exhibit, okay? I want to build a beaver exhibit right in here. I think this is just big enough to fit an exhibit. However, we have a lot of animals. We still have a lot of animals that we have to build a home for, and some of them are, like, little rodent-type animals, and I'm thinking how cool it would be if... Do you guys remember in Wildwood we had that hillside right across from where the restrooms were, where there was like 3 exhibits in there, and they're all for like little small animals? I'm thinking it would be pretty cool if like all the marsupials and rodents and stuff like that, like maybe the monkeys and everything like that, were inside of this hillside, where we build like a possibly another mine shaft, if not just directly on the edge of it. Little exhibits actually for them. You know, like the monkey exhibit, I kind of want to build a little bit bigger one. So maybe we'll actually add a mine shaft here too. After all, this is a mining colony, so mine away into the mountains, you know. But that's going to require a lot of digging. Here we go.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we're making tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? I'm in a race that everybody's chasing fast. They wanna be that someone on the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight. But trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light, alright? I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
And I think we're done digging. Okay, I think that's enough for now. We have a lot to do actually over here, because now that I've carved this mountain back a little bit and created this steep like cliff edge right here, this gives us a perfect face to actually like add exhibits, or maybe even add a mine that kind of cuts into the mountain, and then we can add more exhibits on the inside. So that opens up a world of possibilities. However, the possibility that I'm more interested in today is the beaver exhibit. So the beaver exhibit, I think, will be right in the foreground, right in the front. And This pathway right here, I'm thinking needs to continue. Oh, hello, there's the Harpy Eagle watching me. He's like, you building an exhibit? You building some stuff? But this pathway right here, this boardwalk, I think needs to continue on to over there. And then there'll be another path that forks off of it right here that hugs the edge of the cliff edge here, allowing you to get access to all of these other exhibits on this end. But it all starts with me building that boardwalk real fast, so I'm going to just knock that out ASAP. Something kind of along the lines of that. It's a little bit of a weird shape, especially if you look on like the mini map, for example. There's like, it looks like kind of like a triangle. I guess that's fine though. That works out for what I want. Okay, so we have some natural water here, which is cool, but unfortunately I actually have to change that up a little bit. In fact, this whole little area that I'm going to be making this this beaver exhibit needs to be retrofitted a little bit so that it actually is more like a recessed pit, similar to what the other exhibits have been. I need to squeeze one in right here. So walls, definitely. I'm going to need some cobble. Do I have any cobble on me? Ground backpack? Don't let me down. I do actually have some. Look at me. I also went through, in case you guys didn't notice, I went through and organized my backpack, so I actually have a lot of extra room in these things now. With the exception of this one, which I just filled up now digging back this mountain. My dump chests and stuff like that, they're open. They're empty. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me being all responsible and stuff. Yeah. But for real, I need to finish the walls in here and kind of carve this up, make it a little bit more of a smoother shape around the edge, like whatever is going on here needs to get fixed. And it only, beavers I don't exactly expect to jump out of the water or anything like that, or jump out of the pen too high. So I don't really need to go too deep with this one, but I probably will have to put up a wall right here, underneath the bridge. And then, which means I'll probably have to double up these slabs so that they're whole blocks. And then lower this water down, so the lake itself is going to end underneath the dock here, underneath the boardwalk. So I'll have to do some work there, but I'm going to take this water out of here. I'll add it back later once I get it to where I want it, and recess this whole pit down in a blink of an eye. As I'm dealing with this water and trying to get this wall put in place, stay tuned. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of the episode, because I have a little announcement coming up here. And also, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button if you are enjoying this episode. This zoo has taken me quite a while to build, and I would really appreciate it if you guys could leave a like, because that helps out the YouTube algorithm and helps get this video noticed so more people can enjoy zoo builds like this. Okay, we got the basic walls put down. Now, I know they're not quite as fancy as like the other ones, because the other ones have like 3D depth to them where these things stick out, and then I put the fences in between them and stuff, but this place is getting a little cramped, so I think what I'll do is I'll keep these flat for right now, and I'll work on adding a little decoration to distract people from the fact that these aren't quite the same as the rest of the other zoo. Alright, so I kind of kept this shape that was here already. I just filled in a little bit of the where the water dipped down quite a bit here, and then I used sponges to suck up the water here. And so now I gotta go dry my sponges. But I'm thinking about keeping this right here like water, since beavers are obviously gonna like water, you know, they swim in it and stuff. And then maybe adding like a little river going. This is gonna be kind of a symmetrical build, sort of. I mean, it's not exactly a symmetrical shape right here, but kind of like right up the middle right here, putting like a little stream or river that goes into where they have the beaver dam right over here. And for the beaver dam, I'm gonna need bat backpack. I need you desperately in my life. What do you got in here? Nothing that I can really use other than coarse dirt. I'm going to need to go grab some brown terracotta for sure, and I'll make a pile of stuff here. It's probably going to look like a big pile of poop, not going to lie. I mean, it's supposed to. It's a beaver dam. So I got to go grab some supplies. Okay, so if the river's going to be right here, I should probably get to work on setting out kind of a rough shape of what the beaver dam's going to look like. Now, I don't want to make it too big so that the beavers can literally climb out of here, although I will be putting steel bars around this. Is it getting nighttime? It's getting nighttime, people. Creepers be creeping, so I really got to get to bed here pretty soon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing this out like so. And it's going to hopefully look like a little bit of a branch sticking out the side. That's the plan anyway. But I'm going to come up with a little bit of a design here to, where's my backpack? There it is. So that I can represent what looks like a beaver dam. Maybe I'll even leave the front open so it looks like you can kind of go in there. I'm not too sure. But then hopefully when you come back here in just a blink of an eye, I'll have that done. Okay, I know it doesn't look like the most fantastic thing you've ever seen, but I think it'll serve the purpose for what I have here. Let's go ahead and carve this thing so that it's kind of going right up to the entrance right here. So this will actually be filled with water that will kind of represent a river that got blocked up by the beaver dam, kind of. That's what it's supposed to be anyway. Let's go ahead and widen this just a little bit, and then that'll show like the water stops right here, and then that's where the water's actually coming out of. if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I do want, I gotta change some things in here. I think I want to actually sprinkle in a little bit of cobble or something, maybe even the mossy cobble if I can remember which backpack I have that in. Not that one. Or no, not that one. I'll find it eventually. Aha, it was in the bad backpack. Okay, sprinkle in a little bit of mossy cobble in here. Maybe it's just come along the bottom, the base of it especially. Maybe knock that out and put one there. And then what we could do is we could actually sprinkle in a little bit of grass in here. And then mat that down with the path blocks like so. That makes that look a little bit more run down and rugged in there. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking this looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and knock that out right there and replace it with a mossy cobblestone. All right, I'm thinking that's good enough for the beaver's den right now. Now let's work on the landscape. Probably start with the river itself first. We're gonna have to replace the entire base of the river because just dirt doesn't look that good. I want to actually mix in a little bit of gravel in there, I'm thinking, to kind of make, and as well as mud, to kind of make this look more like it's actually underwater. Okay, looks like we have the riverbed in. I think that works out pretty good. So let's get to work on actually doing the land itself here, because this needs a little bit of TLC. Because these are beavers, and beavers like to chew on wood, we're going to actually be sure to put in a bunch of like down trees in here. I'm thinking, let's grab the wood backpack here and take a peek inside. Maybe we'll throw in like a spruce log. I'm thinking in here might look pretty good. Let's just kind of dot this thing down right. That was bad. That was not good. Dot this thing around down right here, and we'll actually have it kind of come up to the side just a little bit. And then let's actually remove this one back here, and that should probably be good. Okay, so we'll have that laying there as well, and maybe we'll do. I'd like to do like a tree stump sticking out of the ground, but unfortunately there's not a lot of room in here, so maybe we'll skip that. Yeah, maybe we'll skip that. All right, and let's say instead, let's work on actually getting the landscape kind of correct here, because it's not just going to remain grass. Grass is too boring, but it makes for an excellent canvas. So let's get a, what am I going here? Side of a river, probably more in a woodlandy kind of feel is what I'm going for. I could actually probably squeeze a tree in here if I wanted to, which I kind of want to. What do I got in my plants backpack? I have an acorn. I kind of want to put spruce in here. I think spruce looks pretty good. Let's go see if I can't get myself a spruce sapling. Okay, we do have spruce saplings tucked away in my little hidey hole. Now, where is this thing going to grow? Maybe like right here on the edge of the river. That might work out pretty good. Do I have any bone meal to give this a little TLC? Let's get this going a little bit bigger so that it's at least over my head. Pump a whole bunch in there. All right, sweet. We got ourselves a little spruce tree. I think that'll continue to grow for a little bit, but for right now, that looks just fine. Is it getting nighttime again? Boy, time flies in this game. I gotta get to bed here because creepers be creeping. Okay, now that it's daytime and creepers can go away, I got to get to work on actually doodadding up the landscape here. So we're looking for high moisture, forested area next to a river. Okay, so some mud is going to be kind of handy, so I'm going to keep the brown terracotta. Remember, if you're watching this later in the series and you didn't get my explanation, I don't actually use mud blocks, despite the fact that they're in the mod pack, because the animals tend to get stuck in them. So I just use brown terracotta as like a substitute for that. Podzol is definitely going to be a must. We're going to pick up grass as we go. Coarse dirt, definitely. Now, I don't think I need any sand, but if I was going to add any sand, it would probably be into the riverbed itself. We're going to grab some green concrete powder, make this extra green in the area as well. And let's grab a little bit of stone as well as some cobble here. And, of course, a stack of these. All right, I think we're ready to do a little bit of terraformation here and get this looking nice and fancy. So, I'm going to do a little work here. We're going to start by sprinkling in one block, and then we're going to slowly introduce other ones. We're going to be primarily putting the brown terracotta to the edge of the river. So that's going to just kind of be dotted in kind of along the edge like this. But then once that's all added, then we're going to go ahead and add in probably, I'm probably going to do the green concrete powder. I'm waiting for a little bit until I get all this put in place before I add the water to the river, because as you might know, putting water next to green concrete powder changes it to green concrete. And the whole reason why I'm using concrete powder is because it has the same texture as the grass. So it gives it just a little bit of a difference, but it's almost identical. Okay, I think I got the blocks done. I'm going to be adding path blocks, of course, to this too, to kind of make it look all matted down a little bit, but that'll come here in a little bit. I kind of want to squeeze in like a little bit of a stone pile someplace, like maybe just a really small one like right there by just adding something as simple as that. And maybe like right here, putting in like a little bit more of a medium-sized one, and then we can also remove some of this stuff here and make this look kind of like there's actually stone in the ground. Alright, this place is looking pretty gross. Now, I do need to worry about lighting, kind of, especially like at nighttime if people are over here dodging creepers and stuff. They're probably going to want to not die, or at least the beavers won't want to die. So let's go in here and grab some dead leaves real quick, and then let's do this little trick with the glowstone where we embed this in the ground. We're going to actually put one right inside here. Now let's dig this down right here and add it right there. Bam. So that's not very easily visible from other places, and it kind of blends in really nice. So I think that works out pretty good. And as far as other places, let's go ahead into here, and we're going to grab, not that, we're going to put that back. Grab ourselves some of these oak leaves, actually, and then that way we can hide that lighting all the way around here as well. I guess lighting inside here on the outside of the beaver dam right here wouldn't matter as much. I mean, I don't actually think I have proper lighting on any of my exhibits, come to think of it. So maybe I'm overthinking it. I am going to want some leaf blocks, though, just so that I can make myself some custom bushes in the area, which might have been an accidental segue. Let's actually get to making those. So there's not actually a lot of room for bushes in this area. So like right here is a little one, and there's another one. Now the beavers can totally just climb up here and yeet themselves on out of here. However, I am going to be putting fences up here, and I am going to be putting caps on these things, so I don't think they're going to be able to escape. They might climb up here on the fence and say hello to everybody, but they're not going to escape. So I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I think we're ready. Ow, I just broke my legs. I think we're ready for water. We might be ready for water. Let's bucket of water right there. Look at me go. Let's go ahead and actually add this. Now, I shouldn't be near any concrete powder directly, so I can at least keep that all the same. And I have a bunch of water in this big old lake here next to me, so I can get this infinite spring going here. There we go. All right, now let's fill this up. Sweet. Now, there is this like little visual glitch here where that water goes up, and I think that's because behind here is, water. So maybe what we'll do just for this part right here is we'll raise this up to try to block the water off so that it doesn't do that. Like so. And then we'll bring this and put that right back. And then, yeah, that flattens it out real nice. Okay, fix that problem. So I think we're at the point now where we can actually add like good old vegetation to this and start making it look really awesome. Except for, I'm just realizing something just now upon looking at it, that let's get the ground blocks out here and let's just start eating stuff in there just to make some room, because I got like one block of a whole lot of stuff. But that I need the squid backpack desperately in my life. I need some sticks and stuff sticking out of this beaver dam. I didn't even think about that before, but yeah, there'd absolutely be like chunks of stuff sticking out of here. Let's see if I can't put some stuff in here. Okay, there we go. That's looking better. At least there's some sticks actually poking up out of this pile of mud and dirt and stuff. So, alright, a little detail like that. I know it's not going to make much of a difference, but I like it. Now, let's talk about plant life here, because we can actually put quite a bit of plants in here. Let's start off with some good old-fashioned toadstool and flat mushrooms, because they're going to obviously be here. This place looks like it's full of murky crap, so we're going to definitely be adding these. And then, I'm going to grab some dead bushes. Now, there's obviously a lot of life in this area, but I am going to stick some dead bushes, hopefully, somewhere on here. Just kind of jutting out the sides of this, maybe along the back side here, maybe. Someplace where it looks like maybe the branches have died. They're like chunks of stuff sticking out of the beaver dam here that maybe they like died off in the area. So I don't really want to go too heavy though, because it's not supposed to look like this is a dead, dry area. So maybe just a couple around the beaver dam itself. And then we can squeeze in, where's the reeds? Let's get some reeds in here, because these will definitely work out real nicely in here. Now these are kind of tricky to place, but we'll get it eventually. There we go, just a few reeds in the water I think looks good. Underneath the tree here, which I'm hoping that'll continue to grow just a little bit, because I want to get it just a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and just drop down a few leaf piles in the area. Something where it looks like the leaves have kind of started to pile up underneath here. Kind of like that. Now I can actually kind of spread out a little bit and sprinkle these, especially inside, because this would make sense for them to be kind of hiding out inside here, almost acting like padding for the beavers while they're hiding inside their den. But I can dot these dead leaves even on top of the beaver dam itself, all over the place here, because it makes sense for there to be dead leaves all over the woods. Okay, this devil weed also, I like how it kind of curls up at the end. I'm going to be sprinkling this in here too, because I just think it looks fantastic. Probably can't put it on concrete though. This almost like looks like what a swamp would have in it. In fact, I'm thinking that's where I got this from, was from the swamp. So, I mean, yeah, it's very fitting, very fitting. And this area isn't exactly a swamp, but it's definitely like a wetland area. So I'm going to be adding a couple bits of that in there. it's so difficult to actually get things in like a wet, boggy kind of area or damp area that is good, because like, I mean, otherwise, other than just adding a bunch of like vines, but they can climb up the vines, so I don't really want to do that. What about these ostrich ferns? Do these look pretty good? Do they look good? Kind of, yeah, they're kind of green, but I mean, one or two here or there probably would work out. Okay, so yeah, cattails. Here I'm like forgetting that I even have these things. These things for sure are going to be able to go on the side. I think these grow also, so I kind of want to let them do that. But yeah, cattails for sure can be dotted along the edge of the river. All right, so I have kind of a mixed relationship about putting lily pads in here. I don't think beavers are going to drown because I'm pretty sure they can swim, but I was pretty sure the birds would be fine too. But I'm gonna put them in. Hopefully that doesn't kill everything, but I'm gonna definitely put them in here and hope that it works for the best. You know, I'm thinking this is looking pretty good so far. It's actually coming together pretty nicely. It sort of looks like it's actually looking pretty close to done, to come to think of it. Like, let's see, let's grab some bone meal here. And let's grab a little bit more bones here as well, so we can turn that into bone meal. And let's go ahead and just add in some tall grass in areas, and then this might be a finished product. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks pretty good. Check it out, guys. I actually left the poppy in place, too. Look at me getting better at that. I'm thinking this is probably it. Now, the pen itself, I'm thinking, is finished. I do need to add the railing in still here. Let's just take a little lap around. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, I'm liking how this ended up looking. This turned out pretty good, I'm thinking. What do you guys know down in the comment section? Let me know. Do you like the way that the beaver den turned out? The whole pen, the whole exhibit? I'm thinking so. I need to dig into the squid backpack real quick and pull out a bunch of these steel bars so that we can close this thing. All right, they are put in place. However, with these little blocks kind of dividing them, it's possible for the beaver to like jump over here, kind of do like a Mission Impossible flip over here, jump up, and then get out of the pen this way. So I need to put caps on these things so that they don't allow a beaver to hop out of there. And for that, I'm thinking, where did I put it? I'm thinking right here, these guys. I can either do this or trapdoors. Trapdoors would probably work too, I think. Where's my squid backpack? I don't have, I do have trapdoors. All right, let's see. Does this actually work? I can hop up on there, so I'm thinking they can probably hop up on there. Okay, never mind. I'll put half slabs just to make sure that they stay put. You know, the half slabs on there really don't look that good. I don't like how they look. I think they look kind of derpy. In fact, maybe I'll take these things out. I was kind of trying to get it so it lined up with the boardwalk right here, but maybe I'll just take these things out because I'm just not feeling them. I'm not liking them. We'll fix up the wall so that it's just a ring of wood on the top, and then there's cobble underneath it. And yeah, it'll look good. It'll look good. Let me replace these real fast. And that looks better. That looks a lot better. I like that a lot better. Okay, so it opens it up also, you can kind of see all the way around here too. So this is an exhibit where you can actually walk around the exhibit completely and see the beavers from wherever they may be, even if they're trying to escape right up here against the fence. They're not going anywhere. Steel bars make it possible so that you can't get out of there. I'm thinking that's it for the beaver exhibit. Now, I do have a backpack on the ground. I do have 2 beavers, 3 beavers. I have 3 beavers. I think last season we named them Norbert and Daggett, and then Justin Bieber. So this season, though, I'm going to need some new names. So if you guys could go down the comment section, leave your best beaver names. But what do you guys think? Beaver exhibit. Voila, finished. Another chef's kiss. Finished for another exhibit here at the zoo. A lot more space around the outside here to add other exhibits, as well as for all the rodents and stuff. The possums, the Tasmanian devils will probably squeeze in there someplace. The koalas, I haven't put those anywhere. The monkeys, I got to put them in someplace. I'm thinking that's all going to go kind of in this area of the woods, or this area of the zoo. Used to be woods, now it's this place. But I'm thinking that's going to be it for this episode, though. So if you guys could go down into the comment section, leave your best beaver names. I'd really appreciate it. It would really help me out a lot. Now, I said earlier in the episode that I have an announcement, and if you made it this far, you get to hear about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live here on the channel from here in Cerro Gordo Zoo to do some more work on the zoo as far as landscaping and detailing, and work a little bit more on the large cats area over there. I got to fix that head, that panther head, so that it connects to something. Because right now it's just open and back like a severed panther head, and it's kind of gross. So I gotta fix that. But if you guys could, and if you are available and want to, come and join me for that live stream. It's gonna be around noon Eastern tomorrow. That's Saturday. So if you guys have the time, hop on in, say hi, enjoy the show, watch the bidding war continue. I'm sure Todd and Peter are waiting for this. Although, hey, if nobody donates next time, that's fine by me. Any super chats during those live streams gets your name added to the billboard of sponsors. What is the billboard of sponsors if you haven't caught a live stream? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's right here. This is the billboard of sponsors. These fine people all donated and did a super chat of any amount during our live streams that we have here on the channel. They get forever immortalized in the zoo. So thank you to all of these fine people for donating. And of course, the top super chat amount still is, at the current moment as of this recording, Todd Felt's largest super chat in one donation, which is kind of mind-boggling. But thank you, Todd, for that. You are amazing. So if you want to get your name on here, like I said, you don't have to be Todd. I mean, that's kind of bonkers. But if you want to get your name on here, any super chat of any amount, it could be $1, it could be whatever, you know, we'll get you on there. So tune in tomorrow, noon Eastern. I'll be going live here from Cerro Gordo Zoo, doing a little bit more work and building. So tune in for that, you guys. I will see you guys next week. If I don't catch you during that live stream, though, I got to get out of here because the sun is setting and creepers be creeping. So have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.